Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel, This and That. I know it's been a hot minute since I uploaded a video. I was planning on doing a Valentine's Day horror a horror story, but that never happened. And then I did film one towards the end of February, but it came out horrible. And then work has just been so insane, and then the whole coronavirus happened, and then it was on like Donkey Kong. So I had really haven't had the opportunity to do a video. So here I am working from home. So I figured, why not have coffee with me? And yes, you will see that I have not a stitch of makeup on. It is not even 8 o'clock in the morning, and I figured I would jump on really quickly to say that I haven't forgotten about you guys, that I really do appreciate you still being subscribed, and I'm hoping that in the moving forward that I'll be able to upload more now that I am working remotely, at least for the next few weeks. It gives me a little bit more flexibility, if you will, in my schedule. Not that my work schedule has lightened any, because it hasn't. If anything, it's really intensified, but I'm sure that's true with everybody that's dealing with it. And when I say it, I mean the coronavirus. So, but I hope everybody out there is well, that you and yours are well, and that you're staying safe. This is absolutely crazy, unprecedented times that we're going through, and we all will get through it together. But this is really just kind of a catch up, if you will. As I said, uh, you know, my work was deemed essential because we manufacture equipment that goes into bigger equipment that decontaminates and sanitizes and sterilizes. So we have several customers who need our technology, and they wrote letters deeming that we are in fact essential to their business. So, which means that my work is an essential place of business, and we have letters that we have to keep on our persons, as does all essential businesses. The one blessing is that for the first time in the company's history, they are entertaining the idea and the possibility of telecommuting, and there are a lot of people that I work with that have accepted that option, and I gotta say, it's a really nice option. Although I will admit that usually by the third day I'm going a little stir crazy, that I need that interaction. Even though I'm interacting with people via email and conference calls, it's just I need that interaction. I'm so used to getting up and going to, getting up, getting dressed, doing my makeup, going out, going to a building, and I don't have that routine, so I had to make my own routine working from home. But I will say that working from home, it's sort of wrapping up. Oh my God, y'all, you have to bear with me here. This is the first cup of coffee, and I just started it because right before I filmed it, it just became ready, so it's still kind of hot, so it hasn't fully digested, so I am still not completely awake, although I did have my apple cider vinegar water concoction that kind of gets everything moving and gets the eyes to wake up. But yeah, I am far from being awake. So what happened was, when I went to go film this, set up the camera, set everything up, chatting away, having a grand old time, and then it dawns on me, I'm like, there's something weird. I don't know what it is. with my camera, there's just something really odd. Never turned the video on. It was on the still camera, and I'm like, okay. That's okay. There were so many emails yesterday, so even though I work remotely 4 days, I do go into the office on Mondays. And it's craziness because everybody's, just basically is, oh, Laurie's there, and they come after. And then yesterday there was a ton of emails. So I'm just doing rapid replies, replying to emails. And they were so rapid, and I was trying to not only keep up, but I was also trying to get to other emails that I hadn't, that came in over the weekend and the latter part of last week, that I was no longer doing the salutations, hi Joe, hi Amy, none of that. It was just, I'm not even sure that there was punctuation or complete sentences. I think I was just, yep, nope. It was really bad and was really busy. So I had replied to a group email that, or maybe it was one that I had sent. No, I'm sorry, it was one that I had sent to the sales department, and I was distributing, disseminating a sales lead. And I referred to the sales rep by our distributor in India's name. Yeah, lost it. My boss calls me up and he said, that a pet name that you're now calling the sales rep, the North American sales rep? And I was baffled on my phone, and I said, I'm not sure I follow. So when he pointed out, I'm like, good. And I had 2 cups of coffee yesterday, so good Lord. But anyway, so I figured I have a conference call today, one conference call today, and then a whole slew of emails and a report and all kinds of fun stuff. But I figured before the craziness of the day started, and I would take the moment to have coffee with you, kind of catch up. Hope everything's going good. So as I was saying, working from home, the one thing that, it was kind of a last minute decision on the company's part, and my boss authorizing me to work remotely. So then I kind of started thinking, now I a lot of times do work on the weekend, but I just kind of do it at my own pace. But I knew working remotely, I knew that I was going to have to be available during core hours and whatnot. So, I started thinking, how am I going to do this? It's really not a weekend. I mean, I am working. I do have to be available via phone and email. So basically, I get up at the same time. But I do find, because I don't have to get ready, I don't have to put on any makeup, I don't have to do my hair, don't have to get dressed, don't have to commute. Not that I have a far commute anyway, because I really don't. I live about 6 miles away from where I work. So, that's not a huge deal. But, it factors in, and then going down through the elevator, the whole thing. So, I find that I start working a couple of hours earlier than I normally would. But I've kind of kept the same schedule. Get up at the same time, come into the kitchen, do the apple cider vinegar. While I'm doing that, I open up the laptop and I start looking at the emails, start replying to emails, jotting down basically a to-do list. It's just basically little doodads and notes and whatnot. And then usually by the time that everybody else in the office is either getting in or logging in to start their shift remotely, usually I'm up and running. And it's a lot less stress. Well, of course, it also helps too when you can sit on your couch and reply to emails. But I have a one bedroom apartment, so, and I'm thinking I'm probably going to need a workspace, because one of the things that I've heard from people that work from home is that because you're working from home, you need that separation. You need to be able to say, okay, this is my work time, this is my workspace. And then when I leave that space, I'm not on the clock anymore, which is very interesting when you think about it. Because if you work from home, like if you worked from home full time, you're depending on the size of your place, it's very possible that your workspace is going to also be part of your non-workspace. So in that aspect, it is a little challenging. So basically, I have an island that goes the entire length of my kitchen, and it acts as not only prep but also where people sit and eat. So at the end of that has become my workspace, my work desk, when I have a report that I have to do. But if I'm just shooting off emails, I just sit from the comfort of my own couch and just brush away. But I do find that I do average about 12 hours when I work from home, easily, without breaking a sweat, because there's always an email, there's always something that I need to look into, something to research, a report that I have to write. So it does, and I take a lunch break, but I don't leave the apartment usually. I'll just make something here, throw on TV, watch something that I normally wouldn't be able to watch. But yeah, so it's definitely different. It didn't take me nearly as long to come up with the system or routine than I kind of thought that I would, which is great. I mean, it's a great thing. And then, of course, load the dishwasher in, put in a load of laundry. So I do find that it does help me in that aspect, because when the weekend comes, I don't have to, like, some of the chores are already done. So in that aspect, that's good. So I just wanted to pop on, say hi, that I didn't forget about you guys, that I am still going to upload videos. Now that I'm working remotely, I might have a little bit more time to play with, so I am very optimistic that more videos and regular videos will be coming on. So I'm going to finish my cup of coffee, watch the remainder of My Three Sons, and have my cranberry nut bread that I usually have with my coffee to wake up. So stay safe, everybody. I hope all is well, and we'll talk soon. Bye. Have a great day.